You know who's coming to bail you out? You know who's going to rescue you? You know who's going to save the day? No one. Nobody's going to lift the weights for you. Nobody's going to do the pull-ups in your place. Nobody's going to put in the road work for you. That's all on you. I know how it feels in the morning. The blanket wrapping you up in a warm hug, the pillow whispering in your ear, telling you it's okay to stay just a little longer. But don't listen to them. They're lying. Listen to your alarm clock. It's telling you to get up and go after it. Listen to the weight room, the pull-up bar. They're calling you to face reality. Listen to your own will. It's telling you to get up and crush everything in your path. Too tired, too sore, too hot, too cold, too whatever. People ask me what I do when those feelings creep in. Let me tell you what I don't do. I don't talk about them. I don't even let those words run loose in my own mind. I lock them down. It's actually simple. Are you going to work out today? Yes or no? Are you going to eat that donut? Yes or no? Are you going to win? Yes or no? Cut out the gray area. Get rid of the debate. Make the binary decision. You already know what the right choice is, so go make it. There are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And not only do you have to operate within them, you have to move fast. You have to move now. Why? Because there's somebody else out there on the same path. Somebody else is grinding just as hard, sweating just as much, bleeding just as much. And if you want to win, you have to move faster. You have to push harder. That's why I wake up at 3 a.m. Maybe you're smarter than me. Maybe you've got more privilege, more resources. But I'll wake up before you. I'll work harder than you. By the time you roll out of bed with all your advantages, I've already put in the work. The race is already over. You have to play hard. You have to play tough, because the game itself is tough. But I know you've got what it takes. First we dreamed, we wrote the dream down, we ate the dream, we lived it, rehearsed it, slept with it, woke up to it, wore it, and now, boom, it's real. But some of you stopped dreaming. You chased the dream for a week, then quit, a month, then gave up. The moment things got hard, you backed off. When people laughed at you, doubted you, told you it wasn't possible, you stopped dreaming and went back to playing it safe. I dare you to use your imagination. When you're broke, use your imagination. When you're rich, use your imagination. No matter the circumstance, keep dreaming, keep focusing, keep chasing, because that's where real success is. What separates those who talk about success from those who actually achieve it? It's not talent, it's not skill, it's hunger. If you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If you're hungry enough for success, you'll push yourself to the next level. Intelligence expands when fueled by hunger. But if you've got everything and no hunger, you'll never achieve much. There comes a point where being average burns so much you have to make a change. When you're so sick of being mediocre, of being stuck in the same place, that you get up, fight, and create something better. The people who reach the top, they weren't different from you. They weren't born special. They believed it was possible, and they worked their asses off to get there. It wasn't about genetics. It wasn't about potential. It was about perseverance. About being the hardest worker in the room. So I challenge you, be someone who does instead of someone who just talks. Don't be the one posting success memes without actually improving your life. Success isn't about talking, it's about doing. And no matter how much positivity you spread, how many quotes you post, if you're not taking action, nothing will change. Greatness has a price. If you want it, you have to work for it every single day. While you're complaining about how unfair life is, successful people, they're working, they're grinding. You have to focus on you. Sell yourself every day. Convince yourself you have what it takes. Wake up and tell yourself, this is my day, and nothing is going to stop me. When others are partying, you need to be grinding. When others are relaxing, you need to be reading, learning, developing yourself. Never let anyone make you feel bad for your success, because you put in the work. You have to commit. You have to be someone who follows through. Aren't you tired of being in the same place year after year? If you say you're going to do something, do it. Be an example for yourself. for your family, for everyone around you. In the wild, every day a lion wakes up, and every day a gazelle wakes up. The gazelle runs because it's being chased. But when the lion stops chasing, the gazelle stops running. And that's how some of you live. You only move when you're pushed. You only grind when someone is motivating you, coaching you, calling you. But the lion doesn't run for a reward. It runs because it has to. Because if it doesn't, it won't eat. So ask yourself, what's your why? What drives you? If your motivation is internal, if you don't need anyone to push you, you can have it all. You can do it all. A real hunter doesn't work from 8 to 3. They hunt until they get the kill. They don't stop. And if you want to be great, you can't stop. You can't slow down. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Show up when you don't feel like it. Put in the work when you're tired. Commit for 10, 15, 20 years because that's what it takes. Stop waiting to feel like it. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to make you do the work. It's on you. You have to make the right choices. One bad choice leads to another, and soon enough you're stuck in a cycle of bad habits. But one good choice, one commitment to push through, that can change everything. So wake up, chase the dream, put yourself in a position where there's no retreat, where it's do or die. Sink or swim. Because when you throw yourself fully into something, you will find a way. When you cut off all other options, you will make it happen. It's not about resources, it's about resourcefulness. You don't need money, connections, or talent to succeed. You need grit, you need drive, you need to refuse to quit. If you want to change your life, stop waiting, stop lying to yourself. You have time, you have the skills, you have everything you need, so stop making excuses, stop putting things off. Do it today. Because the people who win, the ones who succeed long term, they're the ones who put in the work, especially when they don't feel like it. And the truth is, most people never make it because they give themselves too many outs. They quit when things get tough. But if quitting isn't an option, if your back is against the wall, you will fight. And that's when you win. That's when you grow. That's when you become unstoppable.